There's a new wave of speculation sweeping through the Grey's Anatomy fandom, and this time, it centers on two unforgettable stars from the show, Eric Dane and Sara Ramirez. If you've been anywhere near social media lately, you've probably seen fans debating whether a recent post from Ramirez was actually a subtle, or not so subtle show of appreciation toward Dane, and more specifically, whether it signals public support connected to ongoing conversations about representation and allyship. Let's break down everything that's fueling the buzz. For longtime viewers of Grey's Anatomy, both of these actors hold a special place in the show's history. Eric Dane portrayed Dr. Mark Sloan, the charming, complicated, and surprisingly layered plastic surgeon affectionately known as McSteamy. Meanwhile, Sara Ramirez brought to life Dr. Callie Torres, one of the most groundbreaking and beloved characters in the series' long run. Callie's journey explored love, identity, heartbreak, resilience, and growth, and it resonated deeply with audiences around the world. Their characters were closely intertwined at different points in the series. Callie and Mark shared a deep friendship, co-parented a child, and navigated complicated emotional terrain together. On-screen chemistry translated into fan admiration, and many viewers grew attached not just to the fictional dynamic, but to the idea that the actors themselves shared a meaningful professional bond. Fast forward to now. Sara Ramirez recently shared a social media message that caught fans' attention almost immediately. The post expressed gratitude and appreciation in a way that many followers interpreted as a nod to Eric Dane. While the message did not spell everything out explicitly, the tone and wording sparked immediate discussion. Was this simply a general thank you? Or was it directed at Dane specifically? What really pushed the speculation into overdrive was the context surrounding the message. Ramirez has consistently used their platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, inclusion, and representation in the entertainment industry. Their advocacy has been visible, vocal, and intentional. So when they shared a post that seemed to acknowledge support from someone associated with their past work, fans began connecting the dots. At the same time, Eric Dane has a track record of publicly supporting his co-stars and speaking positively about the importance of respect and collaboration in Hollywood. Over the years, he has expressed admiration for the cast members he worked with on Grey's Anatomy. Because of this, many fans felt it wouldn't be surprising if he had offered personal support behind the scenes, especially on matters involving representation and equality. However, here's the key point. As of now, there has been no clear, widely reported public confirmation from Eric Dane directly stating that he was the intended recipient of Ramirez's message, or that he was making a specific new public statement tied to it. That hasn't stopped fans from analyzing every detail. Online communities are incredibly detail-oriented. Supporters have examined the timing of the post, its phrasing, and even previous interviews. Some believe the wording was specific enough to suggest intention. Others argue that without a direct tag, mention, or follow-up clarification, it remains open to interpretation. Part of what makes this situation so compelling is the legacy of Grey's Anatomy itself. The show has long been praised for pushing boundaries in network television storytelling. Callie Torres was one of the first bisexual Latina main characters on primetime television, and her storyline played a significant role in expanding representation. Over time, the series has also included transgender characters and actors, continuing its tradition of diverse casting and storytelling. Because of that history, fans are particularly sensitive to moments of allyship connected to the show's alumni. Representation matters deeply to viewers who saw themselves reflected in these characters. So when even a hint of support emerges, it resonates loudly. There's also the broader cultural backdrop to consider. Conversations around allyship in Hollywood have become increasingly visible in recent years. Audiences are paying closer attention to which public figures stand up for marginalized communities, and how they do so. A perceived show of solidarity between former co-stars can quickly become symbolic of something bigger. Still, speculation and confirmation are two different things. While it's entirely possible that the post was referencing Eric Dane and expressing gratitude for support, it's equally possible that the message was broader in scope. Without a direct statement clarifying intent, it remains a matter of interpretation rather than verified fact. That doesn't diminish the conversation, though. In fact, the discussion itself highlights something meaningful. Fans care deeply about inclusion, respect, and support within the entertainment industry. They want to see actors uplift one another. They want to believe that the camaraderie they saw on screen extends into real life. It's also worth noting that social media can amplify ambiguity. A short post, even one written sincerely and simply, can be interpreted in dozens of ways once it reaches millions of eyes. Algorithms push conversations forward quickly, and speculation can snowball before anyone has the chance or the desire to clarify. For Eric Dane, who has continued working steadily in television and film since his Grey's Anatomy days, the renewed attention underscores how enduring the show's impact remains. For Sara Ramirez, whose career has also evolved across stage and screen, the moment reflects how closely fans follow their advocacy and public voice. Ultimately, whether this was a deliberate shout-out or a coincidental interpretation, the situation speaks volumes about the lasting power of Grey's Anatomy and the emotional investment of its audience. Until other actor chooses to address the speculation directly, the narrative remains open-ended. And perhaps that's part of why it's so captivating. Fans are left to interpret meaning based on context, history, and hope. What seems clear is this: conversations about representation and allyship are not going away. Viewers are more engaged than ever, and the legacy of characters like Callie Torres and Mark Sloan continues to spark discussion years after they last appeared on screen. So was it intentional? Was it subtle? Or are fans simply seeing what they want to see? For now, the answer depends on perspective, and maybe that's exactly why everyone is still talking about it.